The best feelings you get is when you take care of a family and it's their first time they got to purchase a home. They have dreamt about it, they didn't know they could do it, and something just clicks all of a sudden and they give you that chance to help them out. But if they own their business, now they're benefiting from tax write-offs, from all the benefits that come from owning their own building, owning as opposed to renting, and the steps are almost easier in some cases. Hi, my name is Travis Diarte. I'm a real estate agent. I'm with Ignite Real Estate and Associates. Our team is based out of Madera. Yeah, I love doing real estate. Love helping people find homes, relocating into another home. People need to downsize. Life happens. The best feelings you get is when you take care of a family and it's their first time they got to purchase a home. They have dreamt about it, they didn't know they could do it. Something just clicks all of a sudden and they give you that chance to help them out. It's just an amazing feeling. You walk them through the steps, they are flexible, they let you know what they want, they start to overcome their fears of some of the things that come up during the transactions. And sometimes those 30 days, they feel like they could be forever. And then all of a sudden you blink and here you are giving them keys and they're just so overwhelmed with joy. Sometimes they're crying, sometimes they have their families just invited, they're taking so many pictures, and to get to be a part of that experience is amazing, you know. Or when I have friends or coworker friends, in fact, I just got the opportunity to help some friends out. They themselves, you know, they're a family of 6 and they never thought they could be in home ownership. This deal, it was probably the best one this year, I want to say, or so far. They've got a home that they were ecstatic to get into. It's going to fit their family. We got them $12,000 in closing costs. Got them a $750 home warranty that was paid for. Got them $3,000 in repairs. They didn't have to pay my compensation. The coolest thing about this deal is they actually ended up getting a solar system that they didn't have to pay for, a prepaid system. In a sense, they got almost $70,000 worth of credits, systems, repairs, all in this deal. So to get to be a part of that is just, yeah, it really is amazing. In the business, going on 2 years. January will be 2 years for me being in the business. It doesn't seem very long, but it's amazing when you have a great team that supports you. I have great leadership, great mentors, my teammates, which it feels weird calling them teammates. They're really my partners. If I leave town or if I have something going on personally, I have a team that just steps in for me and everything keeps going smoothly. It's where my clients wouldn't even know I'm gone until they call me and I'm like, oh, I'm in New York today. You know, what? January will be 2 years. And it'll feel like it's been a vacation for that long. I think the full service agent movement is amazing. Finally, you know, talking with Chris Foster and that full service agent movement. Initially, as a residential agent, right, that was my thought, that was my gear, that was my lane, and never did I think that I would be doing anything remotely commercial until Chris Foster and his team kind of just connected those simple dots, you know, and just asked me the question, well, why do you want to take care of a residential client? I said, well, because everyone should deserve to own their own home. It's not difficult, you know, it might be a process, but we just need to help them through this process and get them there. And he said, it's no different for commercial. Why don't you think the family owned business, the small business, why don't they deserve to own their own business? Why do they have to keep renting? And it just kind of clicked. It was like, oh yeah, you know, mom and pops, we all know different businesses that have mom and pop businesses, family owned businesses. They struggle sometimes because they're trying to pay that rent. But if they own their business, now they're benefiting from tax write-offs, from all the benefits that come from owning their own building, owning as opposed to renting. And the steps are almost easier in some cases. It really did spark another lane for me, and my teammates and my partners, they right along with me, ready to go and just get people out of renting. You know, whether you are renting a building for business or you're renting an apartment, doesn't matter. It's just a matter of getting people out of that renting rat race and getting them into that home ownership, that business ownership, owning your own business and building that legacy to hand down to, you know, your kids, family. No, it's an amazing feeling to know that I am a part of those memories as well. and making that happen. Well, I would say the full service agent, I don't know if difficult's the right term. I think it's more, I think the difficulty of it is me kind of switching gears in my own mind, wrapping my head around it and understanding that I'm not really speaking to two different types of clients. They're still basically the same client. It's just one has different goals over the other, because I still put pressure on myself thinking that, oh, it's something new, it's something so different. And then when I talk to Chris or anyone on Chris's team, it's like, no, why did you say that? It's not very different at all. Just getting into that rhythm of knowing that, yeah, no, there's still people just trying to get into ownership. So I would say that would be my most difficult, was just my mind to wrap around the fact that it is so easy to get someone into that ownership in a business. I tell them, it's like, well, if you think it's that difficult, send your client my way. I'll go ahead and I'll use you as a referral. But yeah, I'll take care of your client. We'll make it happen. And then once you see it, you'll think to yourself, oh man, why didn't I do it? I definitely don't keep any information on there. I'm more than willing to tell people, it's like, look, these are my resources, here's what we got going on. And if they still tell me, it's like, nah, I don't know, I don't want to do this. Well, do you know someone who's trying to own a business? Yeah, I was like, okay, shoot them my way and let's go. Let's get them taken care of. It's easy. Having the confidence to know that you are backed by a very experienced team. Someone shoots me a question I don't know the answer to. It's never I don't know, because the reality is I know it. I just don't know it yet, right? So it's simple. Just let them know that's a great question. You know, I just want to make sure that I have this right. Let me make a couple phone calls for you and I'll get right back to you on that, you know, because I know I have the resources to find that answer. So it's never just a dead end lane. How do I introduce the foster company to a client? Actually, pretty simple, depending on how the conversation is going. You know, if they just have question after question on the process itself, I just say, hey, you know what? I have some great people that would love to answer your questions. If you don't mind, I'd love to give them a phone call and set up a meeting with you two, and that way you can fire off any question you have. That way you have 100%, you know, confidence that you're getting it right from the source. If it's something that is more about the real estate side or the commercial, as far as like size of buildings, things like that, then I handle that. But as soon as it starts going in towards the loan side, right away it's like, hey, let me just connect you with the professional. You know, they have their lane. This is the lane that they drive in. I have my lane. I could answer the question for you, but this stuff is changing all the time and they're up on it. So I just lead with that confidence that I'm definitely connecting them with, you know, the number one team to take care of them. Anyone watching this, if you're wondering if you should do commercial or not, is do it. What's the harm? What do you have to lose? You don't have time? That's crap. You definitely have time to do it. But if you're dead set to not do it, hey, my name is Travis. Look me up on Ignite. I'll take care of your client for you. Thank you.